How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. We have ourselves potentially some mega, gigantic Pokemon leaks. So sit back and let's get started. First things first, we got these tweets coming to us from Leaks. Shout out to the boys at Leaks for sharing this kind of stuff. But basically, here's what's happening right now, guys. If you guys do not remember, last year around October, there was a massive breach of Nintendo's servers, right? Like Nintendo's, or rather Game Freak servers, sorry. A massive leak, a giant set of like different documents and files came directly out of Game Freak servers and were put out into the public, right? Well, guess what? Those leaks seem to have resurfaced now because people have gotten access to a bunch of Legend ZA information, which we might be looking at right here. Now, what is it that Leaks has been sharing? Keep in mind, Leaks are a leak aggregator. They're pretty cool. They're an interesting community that shares a lot of leaks and talks about this kind of stuff. So they do have some level of credibility. But here's what they say though, which is, warning, Pokemon Legend ZA Leak Tracker Part 2. The first one just had, what do you call it? I forget the name of the character from Death Note, but doesn't matter. You guys will probably correct me in the comment section down below. I don't remember his name. My bad. Anyway, they say, we have been able to confirm / verify with our sources that new PLZA information has indeed begun to leak as of today. Information that is currently circulating is the total number of new Mega Evolutions alongside their names. Number 2, specific character details and names, as well as number 3, game mechanics. Yes, game mechanics have also apparently been leaked. This is information that's going to be crazy, but it doesn't end there. Pioro. Now, Pioro is this person who tweeted this right underneath it, which is thousands of people know the number now, but no one is willing to spill the beans. Well, funny enough, they're not like, I'm probably part of one of those 1,000. Now, the number, you guys will know it by now, but it's a little bit iffy. I'm going to be real with you. The number that's been given, but the number that has been given so far is 27, and we're going to get to why it's been 27, and here's what's happening. So they say it's going to go nuclear, which it did because they did start leaking a bunch of stuff. Like the following. Bad news. Flygon, Mega Flygon, is not one of the new Megas. That's pretty much now been confirmed by them. They also go on and then say the Leak Tracker Part 3, which is, they have images, videos containing characters and story segments, as well as other in-game scenes have also been circulating. So apparently these pictures are probably in Discord servers. Keep in mind, the people that are leaking the original source files are probably getting those from the massive Game Freak data breach that happened, and somebody's now sharing that stuff. There's always going to be that one guy, there's always going to be that one person who gets that info and doesn't keep it to themselves and puts it out into the public. And whoever's doing that right now is the way they're getting this information most likely is somebody is leaking out info and it's reaching us. But here's what they said though. Currently, there are no indications that regional variants for Pokemon exist in PLZA, so no Calosian forms. Number 3, possible Mega Evolution for Scrafty. So yes, if you are a Scrafty fanboy, guess what? You might potentially be getting a Mega for your boy. So there's that. Also, another Mega Evolution confirmed right above that is possibly Mega Evolution for the Cleffa line. Last one for today is what they said here, and that was the last post they made from themselves. But there is other posts that have come out. Of course, we have Riddler Coup with his giant riddle with a bunch of stuff being hinted within it, potentially Mega Hydreigon, because there is, of course, another Mega that's been confirmed by him, which is, kind of confirmed by another tweet he did, and that specific Mega, I think, was Excadrill, right? Excadrill is basically confirmed, and a few other sources that have also confirmed that it's most likely Excadrill that's going to be happening, so there's that. But again, it doesn't end there. So this entire riddle here might hold the answer to a few of the few of the Megas we might get. But let's go over to the next thing, which of course is going to be, some of the theories, right? First thing is, what are the theories? Somebody made a theory of like what could be the potential Pokemon to get Megas. Again, you can go through this list and do the correlations if you want to. The easiest one, of course, being the Hydreigon here. Then there's also this, which could be Garbodor, which I guess makes sense. The way these things look, they do kind of look like Garbodors. And Garbodor is one of those that was hinted in the trailer for Legends ZA, the most recent one, to possibly be getting a Mega. So there you go. That's a potential one. But it doesn't end there. Some of the other theories is the Fidget Spinner could be Kling Clang, right? Then we also Skeledirge, we have Copperaja, we also have Meowscarada and whatnot. Low Kicks is in there too, which again, if you look at the combinations of potential things here, it does kind of make sense. The Miltank though being this one, I mean, I can see Miltank as well. And then of course, I already did say that this looks like it would be for Belly Bolt, and so on and so forth. And yeah, I got Sandslash, Rapidash, so on and so forth. So again, you can just look at this as a good theory. I like this theory because I think it seems reasonable. It's a good theory, right? good theory for what he's riddling here. But let's move over to some actual confirmed information again. And that confirmed information this time around is going to be coming to us from Centro. Now, Centro has basically said, we don't think this is over yet, so make sure to follow if you aren't, because things are going to get crazy. Well, let's go through the entire list of everything that has been crazy. So start things off with is, of course, going to be the fact that we know that it's going to be a Mega Evolution for Excadrill. How do we know this? Well, because Ridlaku made a post with this text right here. The explanation by Jan was that it's probably a reference to, most likely, Excadrill, because Excadrill is a Pokemon that, you know, fits in with everything here. So this character is the character for Ingo, which has a Chinese name. Emo in the Japanese means Taro, which is Lacey's Japanese name, and Dune is a pile of sand. There's a specific Pokemon that's only encounterable in sand clouds, and of course, Excadrill is the one that makes sense for all of them because both Ingo and Lacey both use it. So Excadrill most likely getting it, which is, again, fair enough, but it doesn't end there. The next thing is, and we're going to go back to this tweet, by the way, about the Nintendo Direct potentially happening this month, another one this week, actually, potentially one before next, is it next week? Yeah, next week we have our Nintendo Direct, by the way, which is crazy. Now, we know this is ironic coming from us, but at which point do leaks of upcoming games become just too much? And yes, because guys, I think tonight we might get like basically everything about Legends EA leaked. I don't know if I'm happy about that personally. I like when these things are kind of, you know, doled out over time so you have something to look forward to. But if it all drops at once, it kind of kills it. It's the same feeling I had last year with the giant like Terra leak. It sort of killed any momentum and excitement to look forward to because there was just nothing to really be excited for or talk about anymore. Because yeah, everything was already out there, so what else can you really say? But again, it is still fun to see leaks, and we haven't really had a lot of crazy information for an entire year, so it's nice to have something. But they do say cat's out of the bag. It is true. Pokemon Legends EA will introduce 27 new Mega Evolutions. Now, where is he getting this number from? Well, we're going to have to go back to a previous tweet here. We're going to have to go back to this guy. Now, this is Pioro, and he said here that 1,000 people know the number, but no one's willing to spill the beans. Well, now we know the number. Everybody knows the number is 27, but actually, not really. I think that 27 is missing 5 more. I think it's 32, actually, because 27 is the number that we haven't seen, but there is 5 Pokemon that we pretty much guaranteed know will get it. 3 of those is the starters, and 2 of those is Zeraora and Zygarde. So I think it's still going to be like 32 in total, but 27 is the number that's going around right now, which you can roll with that. But now, why does this matter? Well, because this is from Pioro, and Pioro is a legitimate leaker. He was the one who leaked you know, before we got the Pokemon Presents back on Pokemon Day in February. He was the person who basically leaked the whole, you know, the whole like Pokemon Champions, you know, game. He basically leaked all of that and talked about that, and he already hinted at some stuff through that. You know, basically, he was the person who leaked a bunch of that information. So we know that he can be trusted to have actual info, but again, that's only the surface level. There is more to talk about here, which we're going to do right now. If we go over to, again, of course, Centro's account, because if we scroll down, we can see some of the other stuff that he's talked about. So first of all, he also confirms that, yes, one of the Megas will be Mega Excadrill for all the Gen 5 fans. More Mega surprises are coming, so if you like Gen 5 Pokemon, you're going to be excited. I mean, I guess Hydreigon's in there too, so you got to be happy about that. And like Remicleuse, Remicleuse? I always forget how to pronounce its name. But yeah, notes, yes, the Excadrill Mega was initially teased by Ku a couple of hours back. Yes, Pioro broke the news about the number. So yes, there you go. There's the confirmation of that piece of information. But then they move on to the next thing, which is Universo Nintendo has leaked the 2 new Mega Evolutions. And yes, those 2 new Megas are the ones up here, Mega Starmie and Mega Chandalure. If we go over here to the website of this you know, like universonintendo.com, we can actually see what they say about it, because there might be some more information we haven't really talked about from this original post, which might be worth mentioning. So we're going to take a look at that real quick, if this website can load, because it seems like the website's been down for most people. Even people trying to enter it have had issues. But here we go. So this was shared by Necro Felipe, so he was the one who made the post. And of course, he does share a lot of information. He does have legitimate information most of the time. Here's what he says, though. Pokemon Legends EA is one of the most anticipated games of 2025. Yes, one of the biggest highlights of the new titles is certainly the return of Mega Evolutions. In true, in addition to Insider Pioro and Twitter accounts like Central Leaks and also Ku, they've already released teasers for the presence of many monsters which with access to Megas in this new title. Today, however, it was confirmed that the game will feature 27 new Mega Evolutions of Pokemon when it released by the end of this year. Universal Nintendo has obtained information regarding some of them and will be present in this title. You can check it out below. And I guess, I mean, where do they post it? I don't think they posted here. Oh, here's the spoiler, right? So here's the list of the Pokemon they confirmed. So Victory Bell is one we already knew because Central came out with that a few days back. So Victory Bell, yes. I cannot believe I'm saying Victory Bell is going to get one. Victory Bell, Starmie, Chandalure, and Excadrill. That is 4 Pokemon, right? And I can confirm another one that, I mean, is already now, I think, being confirmed by by Centro, but another one that I was aware of is Dragonite. Dragonite's one that's been like known to a lot of people already. So Dragonite's another one. So that already puts us at like, you got 5 right there. On top of, I mean, we can already confirm that you have another 5 with the, you know, Zygarde, Zeraora, as well as the 3 starters. So that's 10. So you already got 10 Pokemon right there. Then you can add on a few more to that list. Like, for example, Hydreigon. That means that's 11 most likely because Hydreigon's guaranteed to be in there. Bellybolt's most likely not one as well. So that's 12. So we got quite a few more to go to still be revealed. But that's like a surface level list so far to look at. But again, it doesn't end there. It literally does not end there because we still have more stuff to come. So, of course, here is the tweet that he made. So far, we have been restraining ourselves from posting information because we think it's too soon. But as other people have been breaking the news, it's caused some of us to doubt, us. So here is one that hasn't been mentioned by anyone else yet, Mega Dragonite. Yes, and the thing is, I've even gotten the details of what this Mega is going to look like. I'll be honest with you, I don't think a lot of people are going to like this one. Based on the information that just I've seen from like leakers and stuff, it doesn't seem like this is going to have the best design, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but hey, we can always be excited and you know, and we'll see what happens, right? You never know. You never know with this kind of stuff. It's always possible something worthwhile may come from it, and it might still look sick to us. But yeah, again, where are we at right now at this point? So we have literally, we got Cleffa, we got Hydreigon most likely, we got the confirmed ones of Victory Bell, Excadrill. There's so many Pokemon at this point that are basically confirmed Mega Evolutions. Yeah, you can also see down here that Pori says, I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys, just deliberately be careful with things that I report, not a leaker, just report information and updates, ongoing developments. Also, since this is all pre-release info, is subject to change. That's why, make sure to use correct wording. Everything else is alleged until official, which is true. Keep in mind, this stuff is coming from early builds of Legends EA, from like that giant Game Freak leak most likely, and if it's coming from that giant leak, there's a high chance that stuff may have changed by now. They could have canceled one of those Megas, they could have totally cut one out and added in a few more, they could have cut out half of them, they could have added in like another 10, who knows? We genuinely don't know the actual full number because there's a lot of stuff that could have happened from then till now, right? There's a lot of things that could have changed by that point, so keep that in mind. Keep in mind that there's always a chance for potential like changes to have happened. So just keep that in mind, and you know, we'll see what happens from here on forth. But it is, again, interesting stuff to talk about. It's an interesting situation, and I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions because there is just so much stuff. And I'm going to be covering it all in a live stream right after this video goes up. I will be live streaming right after this on this channel, talking about a bunch of stuff that might be coming out throughout the rest of the night because there may be more stuff tonight coming out. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the live stream. Peace out.